Mm. Yo, yo, yo. It's your boy, Mario Marcel. Uh, Merry Christmas to everybody. Merry Christmas Eve. I hope everybody has a great Christmas. Uh, can't wait till it's over and done with. Because Christmas is a lot of work, a lot of cooking, a lot of cleaning, a lot of irritating people. Yeah, it's all good. It's only for a couple hours. It's only a day. Trying not to be the Grinch, but yeah. Let me just get my link up here. I totally forgot. This thing is taking forever. Ta-da. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with this stupid thing. It's such a pain in the ass to deal with now. YouTube must have changed the format, and then this dumb little emoji thing is in the way of the chat. I don't know why they put it here. They should put it on the opposite side. I don't understand what's wrong with these people. Why would you put an emoji thing on the bottom so we can't see what people are saying? Boy, I tell you, it really isn't easy. Hey, Barb, Merry Christmas Eve. Hope you're having a good day. Ah. Mm. Oh, man. I didn't do much today. Went to my mom and dad's for lunch, helped my mom with the turkey. Um, just finished hanging out with my nephews for a bit. The energy is just blah. I'm just tired. Can't wait till this holiday stuff is over. So life goes back to normal. Oh yeah, I went shopping this morning early. Grabbed my last few minute things. There's been a lot of deals out there, a lot of nice deals and shit. Oh, you just got home from work? Cool. I went to like this bulk store place that I haven't been to in years. I went to go see they said they have some nice specials, so I went down there and checked. And they definitely had some good specials. So I was pleased with that. I was pleased with the special. Yeah, I got some. I got like a 6 pack of Bounty paper towel. And what else did I get? Oh yeah, I got some tin foil on a good price. So yeah, it was good. I got some deals. Saw my friend that works there. Chat to him for a minute. And I went in the rain and came out during the rain, and then I came home and I was like, "Yep, that's it for me. I'm done." The weather's been kind of weird. 1 minute it's sunny, 1 minute it's rainy. Next minute it's cold. Next minute it's like humid. It's draining my body. My body doesn't know what to do. It's like, what the hell? Oh, nice. You know what? I haven't had meatloaf in a long time. I think I'm gonna have that this week sometime. I need to talk to my sister and tell her we're gonna have meatloaf. That's one thing that I miss eating is meatloaf. I really do miss eating meatloaf. I think I'm gonna have to get me some meatloaf. Yes. I get some turkey meatloaf or chicken meatloaf, either one. I might even do the meatloaf. I don't know. I'll see what happens. Cheese and crackers sounds good. Scalloped potatoes is the bomb. Yeah, we're gonna make here, and tomorrow we're gonna make. My sister and I are gonna put the ham in the oven. Um, we're gonna make mac and cheese, green beans, um, rice. My mom's gonna make the turkey and potatoes. We've already made a chocolate cake today, some brownies. We got lots of cookies and stuff that we baked already. So yeah, yeah. I had pumpkin pie last week. We have cassava pie and chocolate cake, but cassava pie is not really dessert. It's like actually a part of the meal. It's really good. Sweet potato is I love sweet potato, but only me and my mom eat it. No one else really eats it like that. They rather have regular potatoes. My family's weird like that. Me and my mom, we love sweet potato, especially the local sweet potato. Green beans, we have fresh green beans, so that's nice. Can't wait to eat some of those. Like the long ass ones. They're like 6 inches long. So got some good food. Good food to eat tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to having a good meal. Have some leftovers, and then the next day in the morning, I chop up some ham and I make a ham and cheese omelet. That's what I do the next morning or whenever I get up. I always take like a piece of ham for myself, put it in a container, like for the next 2 or 3 mornings. That's what I do. I I get up and I'm like, yep, it's time to make an omelet with ham and cheese. It's so nice. I love it. So yeah, that's what I will be doing. That's what I'll be doing. My other sister made like cookies and stuff like that, but she's not going to be here. She's going to be with her husband's family. Otherwise, that's the plan. That is the plan. And her making pork barbecue chicken, crock pot, mac and cheese, and baked beans tomorrow. Oh, nice. Ooh, barbecue chicken. That sounds so good in the crock pot. We make pork tenderloin in the crock pot here. We get like 2 pieces of pork tenderloin, and we make pulled pork pulled pork sandwiches in the crock pot. I gotta make that too. Pulled pork in the crock pot and meatloaf. That's what I need to make this week. I'm gonna get tired of eating turkey and ham and all that stuff. I got a lobster too, so I might eat lobster this week as well. Fish. I need to eat different things. I'm sick and tired of eating the same shit over and over and over. We make lasagna on a regular basis, like at least twice a month. We make lasagna, which is good. We had lasagna last week. So yeah, we haven't made those type of meals in a while. Mind you, we haven't had the time to like really sit down and make meals. Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, chicken's the type of protein that we need. We eat chicken a lot. I eat fish more than anything. I eat fish and seafood more. I ate lobster, guinea chicks, mussels. I had mussels yesterday. Did I have? Yeah, I had mussels yesterday. Not yesterday, no. What's today? Sunday. Yeah, Friday I had mussels. Friday I had fish, and then I had mussels as well as an appetizer with my nephew. We split the mussels. But chicken's good. I always eat chicken every week. Beef, I like making beef stew. My mom makes a good beef stew, like a roast beef stew. It's pretty good. I like that too. I'll eat that every now and then. It's just hard to find the meat sometimes. You have to be really lucky to find like a decent piece of meat. And everybody's got to be like in the mood to eat it. Like, I don't feel like that today. Oh well. More for me. I like making food meals that I can eat the next day, so it doesn't go to waste. I don't like eating things like just once and that's it. Like if I can eat it the next day again, sometimes it tastes even better the next day. Yeah, I know what you meant. Yeah, yeah. A lot of people don't like mussels, but I love mussels. Yeah, but that's good. 30 pounds this year. This year I lost weight, gained weight, lost weight, gained weight, lost weight, and gained it back, and then lost weight, and then now I'm kind of like in the middle. But I haven't gained like the weight back, so that's good. I'm just like still stuck where I was, but I'm definitely less than what I was in January. That's the good thing. I think 12 pounds less than the beginning of the year. Last time I weighed myself, yeah, like 12 pounds less. So not 30, I wish, but 12 pounds less. That's just by not eating a lot of junk. At night, I used to eat like junk food, but now I don't eat no junk food like that anymore. Not at night. I'll eat it during the day so it'll burn off. And I've drank a lot of water this year, more water than I probably ever have drank in my life. Yeah, chili is nice. I like chili and cornbread. Yeah, I got a lobster in my freezer that I got. I got more fish yesterday from the guy. So I'm stacked up, ready to go for the week. Got enough food. Got leftovers. It's like even with like the turkey, like the next day, like the next day or the next whenever I chop up the turkey and make like a turkey omelet with eggs and and cheese, and sometimes I put like something else, or I'll take like a potato and I'll chop it up and fry it on the side while the warm up the potato by frying it back up while the omelet's going. Put the potato on the side, stuff like that. That's what I do. And my mom makes like a Portuguese sausage called chorizo, and she puts it in like the oven with the turkey on the side. And I'll take like a piece of that and chop it all up and put it in the omelet as well. So the food never goes to waste. We always make it in a different way. That's what me and my mom do. My sisters, they don't really eat leftovers like all the time. And there's never no mac and cheese left over. Everybody eats the mac and cheese, or they'll take it for the next day. But that doesn't last long. The mac and cheese, we make a big ass pan, and then it all goes. Everybody takes it. That's like the most popular thing is the macaroni and cheese. Everybody likes macaroni and cheese. There's nobody that doesn't. So me and my sister make like 2 boxes of macaroni, and we grate the cheese by hand. We don't use like the cheese that comes in a bag. I buy the big blocks of cheddar cheese and I cut them in pieces and I grate it. I grate it all, and that's how we do it. We grate the cheese. I never use like cheese that's already grated. Not in my macaroni and cheese, you won't. And that's the key to having good macaroni and cheese. Is having grated cheese, nice and fine. I finely grate it, so it's like soft. I put like about I put like a block of cheese grated in the actual macaroni itself, and I put like about maybe a 3/4 block of cheese on top of it. Sometimes a whole block, and then it just seeps through anyway. That's like my job during Christmas. Is I grate all the cheese while it's boiling, while the macaroni's boiling. I'll grate the cheese, do one block, then do the other block, put it on the side. Then I do that. Then I'll do other things, chop this up, chop that up. Just always in the kitchen helping. I'll be up early tomorrow, helping my sister and my mom. I helped my mom take the turkey out of the fridge today to let it defrost. It's already like half defrosted already. She just wanted me to help her take it out of the fridge. So I did that for her earlier today. Like I always offer to go help her in the morning, but she's like, no, no, I don't need no help. I'm fine. It's not that bad. I'm like, you sure, mom? I'll help you. I'll come down here and help you out. And she's like, no, no, no. I don't know. I nobody in my way. And I'm like, okay, mom, no problem. Never mind. I'm just asking if you want help. She never wants help. She likes to do everything by herself. I was like, okay, whatever you say. Do whatever, mom. Pain in the ass. So yeah, she's cool though. She feels a lot better. My dad, he's walking around on a cane. He doesn't feel that great. And I was like, well, you don't want to do anything. You want to just sit around and wait for yourself to get better. That shit ain't gonna happen. You gotta get up and move. He's like, he doesn't care. He just sits there and sleeps, eats, and does nothing all day. And then I keep telling him, you gotta keep like moving. Like keep moving around. Like get up and walk around for a bit and then go back. You can go back and sit down afterwards. Oh, I can't. I'm like, yeah, never mind, bye. He's so stubborn. He just never like understands what he really has to do to get better. But he fell on Tuesday morning. They went grocery shopping. He went to bring the bags back um, to the door, and he tripped on the this porch because he had like two bags in his hand, and when he went to lift himself up over the porch step, he fell and hurt his knee, and he had to go to the hospital and get an X-ray, but he's fine though. Um, and I told him, why would you do that? Like it's all self-inflicted. Like you're so dumb. Why would you take two bags over the step of the porch? Just put the bags on the step, then get up, and then go inside and put the bags in there one by one. Like what are you doing? What are you accomplishing by lifting all of that stuff and trying to come over a step with two bags? Like you, what is your problem? And he's like, oh well, I didn't know I was gonna trip. I'm like, well, duh. He's getting like, I don't know. He's always been this way, so I can't even say he's getting old and senile because he's been that way. He just never learns. He always does like stupid things and then ends up paying for it. So he put himself in his own predicaments. Thank God he's all right though, because he still drives the car, um, and he still does things, but he just never takes care of himself, and he always makes dumb decisions. So yeah, exactly. They gotta move, yeah, but they don't want to. It's like they just don't believe in exercise or like moving. Like the my mom and dad's house, like you can walk around the entire house on the grass. And I told them every day, do like 5 laps around the house. Just walk. Just walk casually. You don't have to like power walk or nothing. You're not that, you're not out to lose weight or nothing. Just you gotta move. I said walk around the entire house like 5 times and then go back inside. And then that'll be your exercise for the day. Like just a 20-minute like walk around the house. You ain't even gotta go nowhere. All you do is walk around the house. Like do it. And they're like, no, I'm not doing that. No. I'm like, okay, never mind. I get sick and tired of telling them what they should do and what's best for them, but they don't care. They've given up on their bodies and themselves. So there's nothing I can do but just try to encourage them, but it doesn't work. So I'm like, oh well, that's your problem now, not mine. I told you what to do, but you don't want to listen. So I about a month ago I was getting a haircut from my hairdresser, and she said, "You know what, Mark? My parents are the same way. Just leave them alone. Let them do whatever they want. You can say whatever you want to them, and they're never gonna listen. They're stuck in their old stubborn ways. They've always been that way. They're never gonna change. If you want them to change, they have to change on their own. The doctor will tell them, you will tell them, they will tell themselves, and they still won't do it. They just have like a stubbornness that will never go away. Best thing to do is leave them alone and let them, you know, do whatever they have to do. And all you can say is, you tried." And I was like, well, yeah, it's hard to, not care and not like, um, help them, but you're right. I can't change them. They're always going to be ignorant. So what the fuck you want me to do? Like beg them or grab them by their neck and take them outside? Yeah, they don't try. They don't care. It's like I'm talking to the fucking wall every day. It's so annoying. Like I just don't understand like how hard it is to like walk outside for like 5 laps around the house. Like it literally takes you like 2 minutes to go around the whole house. What's the problem? And another thing is they'll do something once and they'll never do it again. That's my dad. My dad, he'll do something once and he'll be like, oh, it doesn't work. So I'm not doing it anymore. And I'll look at him and be like, Mark, shut up and don't say nothing. Just leave him alone. You have to train yourself, Mark, to not care and just to leave them alone and let them suffer in their own minds and leave them alone. You can only do so much. There's nothing else you can do. So just let it go. It's hard because I want to help them, but it's like they don't want to help themselves. So I've given up as well. I'm at the point where I really don't give a shit anymore. And then I give a shit and then it backfires again. So it's like, why am I even trying to help them? It's not easy. It's not easy at all. But as long as they're okay, then that's all that matters to me. As long as they're healthy and they're not suffering or they're not in the hospital, then I don't care. When I heard my dad fell, I was like, oh God, here we go. Right before Christmas, you're gonna fucking aggravate everybody by your stupid decisions of carrying 2 bags over a step, knowing fully well you can't. So I don't know what goes through his mind, but this isn't the first time he fell. He's fell a few times on that same step, and there's nothing I can do to the step. The step is literally like 3 inches. So what do you want me to do? Like put a ramp on it? You'll probably fall again because you're so dumb. You don't know how to lift up. You got to lift up your damn feet and stop carrying shit to weigh you down. So it's all self-inflicted. So now I just like say, hey, look, you know, like what am I gonna do here? Like what can I do? I can't do anything. I've been blue in the face telling them what to do, how to do it, what suggesting things. But I'm had enough. So I listened to my hairdresser. She said, you know what, Mark? My family, my mom and dad's the same way. I've told them, hey, mom, do this. Hey, dad, do that. Oh, you got to do this. You got to do that. Oh, no, I can't do that. Oh, no, I'm not doing that shit. Hell no. And they're like, and she's like, well, suffer then. Fuck you. And that's how she is. She says, it's so hard to be that way because you don't want your parents to like suffer or anything. But you know what? They're their own worst enemy. And I was like, you know what? You're absolutely right. Because I feel like I've done everything possible to help them and they don't care. They just don't care. And I'm like, well, I tried. And now I'm not going to try no more. I'm done. So now I leave. I just say, all right, yeah, I got things to do. Goodbye. See you guys tomorrow or see you guys next time. Yeah, all right, cool, bye. Anything else you need? Anything from the store? No, okay, bye. That's it. I just like try and get things for them, so they don't have to drive all over the place and support them in a different way. Instead of telling them what to do or what I think they should be doing, I'll just like get things for them. And I'm like, okay, here you go. Bye. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. That we have a satellite dish and it has like the Portuguese channels that they like to watch. But the satellite dish is acting up. It's like it's out of the technology is not through that anymore. Technology is through the internet, through boxes, through like fire sticks and all those type of things. Cable's going up in price, so the only way to go is to get like a fire stick and then pay like $20 a month or $30 a month or whatever it is, right? So I told my parents I have one, and my dad comes up here to watch the games because he's too cheap to buy one. So I bought them one. I bought them an IPTV box, and they can watch all the Portuguese channels and eliminate the satellite, and it's cheaper. than the satellite. So I showed him, I said, look, all you got to do is go to the TV, you press input. I wrote it all down in Portuguese and in English. And he called me yesterday and says, I forgot how to do it. And he's had it for like 2 weeks now. And I was like, but what do you mean you forgot how to do it? You just changed it to go to the cable. So what's the problem? So, and he's like, well, I forgot. I'm like, listen to me. You take the small control, that's the TV, and you press input. And when you press input, you go to cable. And then there's another thing that says box. So whichever one you want to watch, you go to it. And then you press OK. And he's like, well, I don't know. I don't remember. And I'm like, is this like, are you like joking right now? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And then I'll say it like 5 times and then it'll register. And then he pressed the button. He goes, okay, yeah, I got it now. And I'm like, listen to me. I wrote it down on how you have to do it. You read the fucking newspaper every day. You read what's on the channels every day. When you go to church, you read the book, you read the pamphlet. What's the problem? And he makes me so mad and so infuriated. Like, how dumb are you? And it's not because he's 80 years old, because he's been ignorant like that his whole life. As long as I can remember him, he's always been that way. He always like been like really like he never learns anything properly. Like I teach you how to do the things and you still don't know and you still like fuck it up and you still press some ungodly button that I told that you I don't know why you're pressing it. Like I made it so easy for him and he still like just doesn't get it. So like I don't know what more to do. So the other day he pissed me off so much. I said, look, the best thing for you to do is turn the fucking TV off and go to sleep. And I hung the phone up. I couldn't take it anymore. Like I'm like, you know what? I do so much for you guys, and it's like it's never good enough. It's never like I don't know what more I have to do. I don't understand it. And it disappoints me so much to know that you're fucking clueless about everything. Like and I explain it perfectly well. I write it down and it's still like not good enough. And I'm like, you know what? This is a big mistake getting this damn box. I should have left them with nothing. I bet left them with their bullshit cable. And then they cry about spending money. And then I'm trying to like save them money. And now I'm the one paying for the satellite and my sister pays for the cable. Then we got internet and now we're gonna disconnect the cable at the end of the month. So that way you have like the box now and you don't need cable. So they're like looking at me like, well, how is that going to work? And I'm like, well, this is how it works. You get rid of the cable because it costs way more than the box, and the box has everything for cheaper. Okay, we'll see if it works. And I'm like, you still doubt me after all these years. So I have it home and I watch everything. You come to my house to watch it. So how is it not working and how is it worse? Or how is it not better than cable? It's almost like they don't fucking trust me or something. Like it's so dumb. It doesn't make no sense. It never like I never understand how someone can be that daft, like and that like that way. And my mom keeps making excuses for him, saying, "Oh, it's because she says to me, when you reach 80, you're gonna be the same way." And I'm like, "No, I'm not." I said, "I've been blessed with a fucking brain, and it works." I said, "You know what you guys' problem is you don't pay attention, and you play victim, and you act like everything is so hard to do." And I've explained it 1 million times, and I even like wrote it in Portuguese and told you step by step what you have to do. So how could you not understand that? So like I've been and this retrograde was like is like, making it worse. And like it makes people like even dumber than they are. So it's been a task dealing with my mom and dad. Like 20 years ago, he was 60, and he was the same way he is now. Exact same. He would call me, oh, I pressed something on the button on the control and the satellite's not working now. And that was 20 years ago when I first got the satellite. So he could watch football and I can watch it, like, you know. And then he was like, oh, it doesn't work. I pressed some button. I have no idea. It doesn't work. And I was like, well, on the right hand side, it says cancel. What? I said, on the right hand side, it says cancel. So then he'll press it and he goes, oh, okay, now it's going back to this. It says this, this, and this. I said, all right, cool. Just go up, right? Press up and then the channel will change. And I have to explain it to him over and over and over. And that was 20 years ago. And here we are 20 years later, and I got to do the same exact thing. So I told my mom, it's not because he's 80, it's because it doesn't register in his brain. Okay? And my mom's like, oh, you're so wrong. You know, you shouldn't talk about him like that. I said, Mom, I'm not disrespecting him. I'm just saying, like, it just doesn't, I don't understand what more I have to do to get him to have that register in his brain. Like, what more do you want me to do? Like, I've done it in so many ways, so there's nothing left for me to do. But hey, I don't know. I try my best, Barb. I really do. I try my best helping my parents as much as I can, but sometimes it can be very frustrating and very annoying, and like it drains my energy every day. Every single day, like there's a problem. And when the retrograde comes, it's even worse. It's like they get zapped with like, oh, this bullshit happens. And it's like, really, God? You know? Can you give me a break? Maybe? But I've learned to be very patient, you know, with them. And I try not to like get mad, but sometimes it's almost impossible not to get mad. But I've been trying to be I've been trying to like understand that, you know, some people are not like me. You know, we're all different. Not everybody has common sense and a brain. I'm fortunate to have both. And sometimes the people I deal with are a little, you know, lost in the matrix. So, yeah, I'm trying my best to be a good boy and not to go off it and like to not let it take my energy. So, yeah, I'm trying my best. Yeah, I tried to raise my parents right, but they don't, they don't want to listen. And my youngest sister, she sees what I go through now, and she's like, "Oh my God, I spoke to Dad. I spoke in English and Portuguese, and he still didn't understand what I was saying. I just gave up. I was like, just put Mom on the phone." And I'm like, "Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world." I said, "Look, my other siblings don't care. They don't give a shit about my parents like that. You know why? Because they don't want to go through what I'm going through. They're like, yeah, Mark would deal with it. Fuck it. And they won't deal with my parents like I do. They don't care. They're like, fuck that. I'm not dealing with Mom and Dad." And I'm like, yeah, I know you're not. Of course you won't. Which is okay. You know, I try my best to help them. And that's all that matters. I know how they are, and there's really nothing I can do about it. I know God loves me for it. He says, good, Mark. I'm glad you take care of your parents. A lot of my friends that don't have parents anymore, they always say to me, Mark, look, your parents aren't around forever. I know they're a pain in the ass. I know they get old and senile and crazy, and sometimes you just want to give up on them. But please don't help them into the day they die, because when they're gone, at least they'll know and say, Mark helped me and he dealt with me and whatever. And I'm like, I feel like telling them, yeah, little do you guys know I talk to spirit, all the time. So when they're passed away, I'm still gonna talk to them. So it's all good. I'll be fine. If their physical presence is no longer around, that's less for me to deal with. But at the same time, I want them to be alive and I want them to be happy. And I try to do my best to make them happy all the time. But sometimes it's just not good enough. Yeah, they're not like us. My dad, I took, look, I'd say about a couple months ago, I bought a new TV for my mom and dad because their TV was like, had a line going through it. So I bought them a bigger and a better TV. And it fit perfectly in the space that they have. It's like a 43-inch TV. They had a 32. I got them a 43. So it's a bigger TV. It's a nice upgrade. It's taller, bigger, wider, whatever. So I hooked it up and it was very easy. And I said, look, this is the new control. I'm going to throw this one away, throw the old TV away, yada, yada, yada. This is how it works. Yeah. So he just kept fucking it up. He just kept like pressing wrong buttons. And I said, what are you doing? There's only two buttons that you have to press, on and off, and the input button to go where you want to go, and the volume. That's it. There's nothing hard about this. What is your problem? So I went off on him one day because he aggravated. I was working, and he aggravated me while I was working, and he pissed me off. And I said, look, I don't swear at him. I don't swear at I don't say fuck or nothing like that around my parents. I respect them. Like I'll never say, oh, you fucking idiot or whatever. I said to him, I looked him in his face and I said, how the hell did you make me? 47 years ago, you made me. How is that even possible? So did the apple fall far from the fucking tree, or did the apple just stay there? You let me know what's going on. Or did I get swapped at birth or something? Because how the fuck are you like so like daft and like I'm smart and what the fuck's going on? I guess there's something you're not telling me. And he's looking at me like, oh yeah, yeah, you know everything and you're this. And I'm like, yeah, well, fuck. Like it's kind of confusing. And my mom's laughing in the background. She's like, you're an ass. Don't say that. I'm like, well, it's true. Fuck, this guy made me. Hey, Amy, how you doing, sweetheart? Merry Christmas, sweetheart. I hope you have a great one with you and your family. And I hope you get blessed with and showered with gifts. Eat good food, have fun, good laughs. It's only once a year. But yeah, I know a lot of people who like when they have kids, they say to themselves, "How the fuck is this kid like? This kid can't be mine." Or the kid says, "How is this parent mine? Like, how is my dad's not like me?" But like I don't do free readings. No, any paid readings. Yes, of course, Amy. I appreciate that, and I'm glad you came by. And I hope you have a great Christmas. I hope Christmas is good for everybody. I hope everybody gets what they want. You know, Christmas for me is more about like family. Apparently, you don't understand English. How is it fair if I give you a free reading and nobody else? I've been doing free readings all my life. Goodbye. Good riddance. I'm not dealing with that shit. I don't talk twice. It's no, and that's it. I don't do free readings. I give a free message, and that's it. Yeah, but anyway, it's not easy dealing with parents and things like that. And sometimes, like, I go off on them. Obviously not too much, but enough to like let them know, like, come on, like, are you really, you know, that out there where you don't know what you're doing or know what you're saying? But that's my dad for you. He's something else, man. But you know what? Like when I do work around the house, like he sits down and he watches me. Like I did this cedar door, like, and I varnished it like how I did these railings. Like the door was like in bad shape. I haven't done it in years. And he doesn't want to pay me to do it, right? And I wouldn't take his money anyway, right? I did it for free because I had extra time and whatnot. And every now and then I'd just do more work on it, and finally I finished it. So he was watching me work on it, and then he watched me do this, and he was trying to tell me like what I should do. And I'm like, well, if you're telling me what I should do with this door, right? So why don't you do it? And why you haven't done it your whole life? So like I get him to, like, he aggravates me, and then I aggravate him right back. So like it's like a aggravation fest with me and my dad. He's a Libra and I'm Aquarius, so he we're supposed to be we have a good friendship and relationship, but I love my dad, but he's one of those guys who you just want to like say shut the fuck up and leave me alone. That's what the best thing you could do right now. I don't talk to him like that, but sometimes I want to tell him that. But he watches me work. Like when I'm around the house and he says, "Hey, look, can you do this for me, please?" And I'm like, "Yep." And then I'll go and do it. And then he'll watch me. He'll get a chair and he'll watch me do stuff and he'll watch me work. And then I'll tell him, "Look, don't sit right there. You're gonna get full of dust." And he's like, "Huh?" I'm like, "Yeah, whatever. I don't care." Like the dust will go over to him. It don't even phase him. He doesn't even care. So it's pretty funny. Uh, but yeah, he watched me do the door, and then, like, for instance, I taped the windows of the door, like these little window panes, and like the paint. I mean, the tape was crisscrossed, like so it can look. So when you look at it from the inside out, you see like all the lines from the tape. So he says to my mom, "Oh, I didn't realize that Mark did something to those windows. It looks pretty good. I like it like that now." And my mom's like, "What the hell are you talking about?" He's like, "Yeah, look at all those lines on the windows. It looks nice from the inside. I don't know what it looks like from the outside, but I'll go check." And my mom goes, "That's tape. He taped them up so the varnish won't go on the windows." Oh, okay. So it's not gonna stay like that. My mom's like, "No, he's gonna take the tape off so the windows can be visible again." And he's like, "Oh, I like it like that." My mom goes, "Oh my God, just shut up. Leave me alone." It was so funny. He says like he's like totally clueless. And it's just like like you saw me put tape on the windows. And he told me, "Oh, that takes forever to do." And I'm like, "Yeah, because they're not straight. See, they're at a curve. So it's like a design, right? It's like a triangle and like a half moon. Like it goes around like this and it's got like four windows, right?" So he thought that I designed the windows and did something to the windows. And all it was tape. Because I had to like cut it crisscross this way, come this way, come that way. So when you look at it, it looks like all these little designs on it, but it's not. It's just paint crisscrossing. I mean, tape crisscrossing itself. So my mom was like, "Oh my God." Even my mom knew what it was. Like, and I was just like, "Mom, now you know what I have to deal with." And she goes, "Oh, keep quiet. He's getting old." I said, "Mom, he was like that already." And she's like, "No, he wasn't. He's worse now." I said, "Well, you live with him, not me." But he never used to say thank you. He never used to say thank you to me when I did a job around the house, but now he says it. Like my dad's not the type of guy that says thank you. He just says, "Oh, you're my son. You're supposed to do it." I'm like, okay, I'm your son and I'm supposed to work for you for free and do everything for you for free. But if this was my other siblings, you would pay them, right? Because apparently I'm rich and I just can work for you for free every day. But now he actually says thank you for once. And I'm like, wow, he said thank you after 40 something years of my life. He finally said thank you. Because my mom, like, kind of, tells him off. Because my mom always says, thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. Thank you. You did a good job. Or thank you for coming and doing this. But not him. But now he's starting to say it. He goes, okay, thank you very much. I'm like, yeah. And he told my sister, I don't have to say thank you. She goes, yes, you do. Like, it's a sign of respect for your son. And he's like, yeah, whatever. And then he started to do it because my sister told him about himself. Because I used to tell my sister, yeah, I did all this bullshit around dad's house and he didn't even say thank you. He's like, you don't even give a fuck. It's like I'm obligated to do it. But he doesn't like say it all the time. He says it like every now and then. He'll be like, because when I finish cutting the grass, especially summertime, and he sees me all soaking wet full of sweat, and he knows it's hard work because he used to do it. And I'll cut the grass, I'll like cut the hedges sometimes or do whatever around the house in the summertime, and he'll be like, all right, thank you. And I'm like, yeah, yeah. So it's pretty funny, like he doesn't like really care. He's so like whatever. That's my dad for you. He's one of a kind. I can talk about him all day and what he does and how how he is, and just like just weird. He's never been like that emotional guy or sensitive guy. He's always been like weird. Everybody's like hitting me up. Merry Christmas. For the next couple of days, it's Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, season's greetings, Happy Holidays. It's like all day, every day, which is cool. It's all good. And life goes on. Everybody must be wrapping their presents and doing what they have to do. I haven't seen anybody. It's been quiet. It's been very quiet. Barb, do you want a message? Yeah, I'll be on here later on. I'll be back later. It's too early now. I just came on because I had nothing else better to do. There's nothing to watch, nothing to do. I'm going to be watching the football game later on tonight at 9. Okay, Barb, let me see. Let me give you a message. All right. Your card is acceptance. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. And we just finished talking about this. Ain't that cool? Acceptance. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. And I've been talking about this for the past 55 minutes. And that's the message, Barb. See, we have to accept that we can't change these people, We can't change them, so we have to accept it. And that's the reality of it. It's absolutely true. Yep. And this is my card, balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into the world, and I do so without judgment. So I got to stay balanced, and that's the truth. I bring a state of perfect harmony into the world, into my world, and I do so without judgment. There you go. Balance. I got to find the balance for sure. I got to find a balance to stay sane, to stay happy, and to stay focused, and to be balanced and not go off on my dad. Now I'm learning to try not to let it get to me, but it's hard. Yeah, both cards were I felt like was for me as well. So, you know, because we've been talking about it all this time. So it's like, you know what, Mark, you have to just accept the fact and stay balanced. And it's true. I have to stay balanced and accept the fact that nothing's gonna change, and just to try not to judge everything and just go forward. All right, Barb. I'll be back probably in like 3 hours from now. I might come back on for a bit and see how everybody's doing and hang out, Christmas Eve type stuff. See if anybody's around. But yeah, I think it's too early now. I'll wait till everybody settles down. So I might be back later on. I'll see how it goes. Merry Christmas, sweetheart. If I don't see you, have a blessed Christmas. Hang out with your sister, your family, and I hope everything goes well and hope you are blessed during this Christmas holiday. Mwah. Love you. Thanks for always being around, helping out, and supporting me. I appreciate it very much. Alrighty. Take care, Barb. It's always good seeing you.